Probably wondering what I'm doing? I'm pushing a car right now. Look at that. It's because right now our car at the airport ran out of gas, so we're now helping the driver push the car to, I guess, a safer spot and figuring out from there. Fun stuff.
No, señora. ¿Cómo haciendo un Horacio? No puede tirar la suerte.
¡Vamos! Aeropuerto.
It's very similar. Oh.
The morning walk to start the day. Yeah. Hold your horses, folks. We have a squirrel sighting. Hey, little guy. That's cool. Another beautiful day in Medellin. Get the day started with a nice green smoothie, and Val is about to get into the ice bath. Maybe a surprise. The phone's about to go nice one. Just kidding there. Nice sunny day. Turn the camera on, and we're gonna have a beautiful day. Super blessed and great that my girlfriend and myself are able to stay at my friend's apartment here in Medellin. Let me just show you briefly our work setup. We're working here, co-working. There's the man on a video call. And we're getting after it. We are live. We're not really live. We're recording as always. I just want to welcome you, señores, caballeros, damas, to week number 7 of the Hack Reactor Extravaganza Coding Bootcamp Documentation, Recording, Sharing of Perspectives live from Medellin, Colombia on 4/10 this afternoon on Saturday, coming to you from my friend Andreas Ospina's apartment. Andreas, I'm very grateful for his friendship. Work with Andres, as well as my girlfriend works closely with Andres because they're both involved in the same company. Andres owns a digital marketing agency, as well as he works as a managing director for Family Office Club, and my girlfriend works for Family Office Club. So that's why we're here originally in Medellin while I'm taking this program, Hack Reactor course, is because Val and Andres, for them to have collaboration opportunities in person and work in person. So with that, let's get into what I covered this week, or what we learned, some technology stuff we did this week in Hack Reactor. So for starters, we did Docker. Docker, this is a picture of the Docker dashboard. Here's Docker, creating different containers that allow you to take snippets of your code, up them to containers, so that it can be shared with the world, with different computers that have different settings. That's a little bit in a nutshell. I'm going to talk more about it next week after like a week of using it, because so far I've only used it for about 2 days. and it's still relatively new to me, but it's definitely an important tool in the tool belt of software development. In addition, we started a new project called Conference Go, and this is my current Conference Go, done 23 commits, and it basically just highlights different topics that were covered this week, API calls, updating how we write the functionalities, the functions in the view folders for API requests, the HTTP requests being the puts, the gets. I always forget this: the put, the get, the delete, the push, delete, put, yeah, push, delete. For some reason that's hard to say really fast. And also, in addition, then go into like ubiquitous language, entities versus value objects, JSON, JavaScript object notation, and how to implement that data into our Django project itself, and utilizing like a new library called JSON, so import JSON, and then using functionality of like loads, dot loads, and dumps to be able to utilize that data. One thing I do want to point out is a cool way to not expose your API keys from whatever website you're getting that data from is you first create a folder called keys.api. That's here. These are my API keys. Then you want to then go into your git ignore, which is always created when you create a new Django project. You then add that folder. In this case, it's keys.py because it's in my events folder. You then create another folder called ACLS. ACL stands for Anti-Corruption Layer Security. I think the S stands for security. You then import what you just made from that file, the .keys, API keys. So now, every time you do a commit, you're only committing this folder here, the ACLS folder, which doesn't display anywhere your API key. It says API key, but it doesn't really show your API key here, which allows you to prevent yourself from being potentially hacked with that API key, because what a lot of hackers do is they will create scripts that scan websites. In this case, like the GitLab website, the GitHub website. They're looking for public repositories and going through each folder in those public repositories for keywords like key. And that keyword, key, having the API key attached to it, and then get it, and they then take that key to the appropriate platform that it belongs to and use it to run up an individual's credit card bill. For example, one of the instructors actually told us a story about that, so that definitely happens, and that is a reference to a real, in this case, story that happened. In addition, this is also another software that we started using called Insomnia. It's a REST client, allows you to test out your API calls and get the information back from your database that you're doing. One of the cool APIs that we constructed this week was for weather purposes. So anytime when I go into my database, in this case, every time I just change the number, it's referencing a different key in my database, a different conference location, geographical location. So you'll see here, this name's going to change. There we go. So now it's Bill's filling station. I don't actually know where this is in the U.S., but this is the weather that's currently there at this very moment. So that's very cool, I do have to say. In addition, the extracurricular activities or sources of information that I took upon me this week were two. The first one was a LinkedIn learning course called Generative AI for Business Leaders, taught by Tomer Cohen, the Chief Product Officer at LinkedIn, on AI, ChatGPT, how to integrate this into your business at the moment, how to look at it from the standpoint of how can this empower, create more efficiency in your business, thus creating more value and services for your customer base, your client base. But also, it also highlights what are the downfalls right now. Because I remember I wrote 10 of them out here. What are the limitations and pitfalls of this technology where it's at this very moment? And these are good things to just have in the back of your head, which again just highlights, once you're aware of the downfalls right now of the technology, AI, ChatGPT, conversational AI, it then just highlights the importance of going about it, interacting with prompt engineering as one of your focal points for how you extract value and what you want to achieve. What's your objective from doing conversational AI, using conversational AI as a technology to enhance your life, to enhance your business. And I really think from my time learning from this course, Tomer, as well as an additional course from Zero to Mastery called Chat GPT and Large Language Models, a practical guide, taught by Kale, very interesting name, the guy's name is Kale, with a C, not a K. It just highlights there's going to be an expansion of jobs for engineers called prompt engineers. Those are individuals that know how to go about writing a language, the prompt, in an effective, in a manner that really you're able to extract what you need to extract from your AI. And one massive takeaway I had from this course is it showed an example of how to train the ChatGPT model with your own model. So in this case, they pulled modeling data from Reddit and focusing on a subgroup called relationships or something like that. Taking data from there, taking text, conversation from that subgroup, and feeding it into the model of ChatGPT so that the model is only relying on that subgroup, relationships, Reddit, forum, so that then when ChatGPT replies answers, provides conversation back, it's answering in a tone, in a manner that fits with the tone, vocabulary of that forum, which, wow, that's like a big insight for me, because then it makes me thinking like, wow, I'm pretty sure I could just take data from my website that has like 200 articles that I've written, feed that into the model of ChatGPT, so that now ChatGPT just thinks and responds in a way that it's familiar with my writing, so that then I can essentially come up with like different content I want to create, feed it to ChatGPT, and it's going to respond in how I already think and how I already write, which saves a lot of time, which I think that's pretty cool. I would like to do that as a project in the near future. It doesn't seem like it would take too long. I guess I just have to figure out how to take my just the text on the website for each article, put it maybe like in a JSON format, and then just review again how to import that into the model base of ChatGPT. That's really cool though. Highly recommend both these though. If you're a business leader, if you're a leader, leadership position, and want to know more about AI, this is like a broader view, but it still gets you thinking from that standpoint what you can do with it. And it really says a lot about if LinkedIn, the chief product officer, is making content about this. It just really shows you that AI is going to be very soon, it's in a lot of ways, it's you're already seeing it right now, but like on the forefront of society, business, how we just interact on a day-to-day basis in our ecosystem, our large ecosystem, our economy, both locally, internationally, worldly. Yeah, it's a very, very engaging technology that has lots of opportunities that it presents and what human beings could do with it. Okay, is there anything else I want to mention? No, let's just kind of talk a little more now after this week of Hack Reactor. This week in Medellin, well, for starters, this week every day, I'm very grateful that Andres has a ice bath at his apartment. So my girlfriend Val and myself, we're taking ice baths every single day, either in the morning or midday during lunchtime. And it's just a great way to like recharge, wake up, get your body flowing with a rush of energy. It could be a form of like meditation practice. In this case, I'm going to show a video of myself in the ice bath while watching my computer, because I was watching the LinkedIn course from the ice bath. I thought that was pretty funny. Totally on lunch break right now, and we're taking a cold bath and watching a IA learning course on LinkedIn. So that's what's happening right now for my lunch break.
Okay.
This is what every software engineer does before they start the day. They wake up with their loved one and they jump into a cold plunge. So my friend has a makeshift freezer that we use for cold plunge. And we're in Medellin right now also. So we're just going to hop in without thinking about it. Yeah, I think it's warmer.
Yeah.
It's still cold though, yeah. Okay, so right now my friend is explaining to another friend his first time ever jumping into the ice bath. I consider my friend Andres, he's like an ice shaman now, an ice bath shaman, so that's what he's doing right now.
Muy bien,
Tú puedes, tú puedes. Respira. De acá se siente más liviano, más suave. ¿No?
Hiciste los tres, entonces ya está contra usted.
We also had meetings with friends of ours. One of the friends is Anthony. Let's show Anthony. Anthony. He's lived in Medellin for about 2 years. He's originally from the U.S. He's an entrepreneur and he's in sales right now at the moment for medical devices, let's just say. But he's a really good guy. Really enjoys his company. We've known him, Val and myself have known him for about 1.5 years. Really good guy, and I'm hoping he'll come visit us in Santa Rosa in the future. Another meeting we had is with Sir Patrick. Patrick is also a Hack Reactor student. He just finished his first week in the March cohort in the Central Time Zone. I think that's the cohort he's a part of. But he just finished his first week. He's also living here in Medellin, and the north part of Medellin, call it Bejo. But myself and my girlfriend met up with Patrick and one of his friends this morning, so that was so cool to see Patrick in person. If I haven't shown already, there's a picture of Patrick. So hopefully during spring break, during the Hack Reactor course, he'll come down to Santa Rosa de Cabal so we can collaborate in person, do some paired programming, as well as activities that one can do in Santa Rosa de Cabal for enjoying the great outdoors. And yeah, really looking forward to that. I think that was so cool to just meet him in person. And yeah, he's a great guy. In addition, we went to where we used to live, old apartment that was in a dance school in Manilla.
Visiting our old house.
Yes, we lived here for about 6 months, and it's the side to a dance school, 2 levels, very great memories with Val and myself,
Yeah,
in a little small neighborhood of Manila.
lovely memory.
Very local. When we're in Alaska,
Not too much.
coming to your old house in Medellin, and my friend Cooper has an Alaskan flag. So cool. Did you say you don't remember? So how long have you been here since?
A month.
It was easy to
Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I have another place that I'm checking out in California. I want to visit that place first.
And after I left that apartment, I helped the owner get another tenant, and that tenant, of all things, is also an Alaskan. So I hooked him up with another good tenant. Yeah, a good tenant, a good renter. There we go, good renter from Alaska, Cooper. Shout out to Cooper. Cooper's a very interesting man. He's from Alaska. He's a musician. He lived on the cruise ship for 10 years. I only did cruise ship for about 2 years. He did it for 10 years. He figured he wanted to do it for 8 more years. Speaks great Spanish, but nonetheless, it was really cool to see him. Val and myself saw him back in Alaska about 6 months ago. And it was really cool in his apartment. He has his Alaska flag, so that was pretty neat to see the Alaska flag here in Medellin, Colombia. Yeah, just a great overall week. Again, just highlight that you can take this program from anywhere, but if you're going to decide to take it from anywhere, just be mindful of making sure you have your habits, you're intentional with how you utilize your time, and yeah, you just strive to be better and better every single day, whether it's 1%, 0.01%, but every day you're just giving all you can. Okay, much love. That's week 7 in the books. Next week, week 8, we start microservices, and I plan on sharing a little more about Docker and what I can explain better from that. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, giving your time, your energy, your love. Mucho amor. Nos vemos el pronto. See you in next week's episode. I'm signing off from Medellin, Colombia, with the greenery. Ciao, ciao for now.
Una foto de estos bebés.
It's a video, so it's not
¿A video?
It's
Un boomerang.
la foto. Pose, por favor.